Well, ma'am, the lab results came back and this is hard to say, but your son tested highly on our SIMP scale.
Oh, goodness gracious.
But doctor, what does it even mean to be a simp?
Well, son, allow me to explain.
If you're only being nice cause you wanna lay the pipe, you're a simp. You're a simp, you're a simp when you pay for all the clothes and then she says thank you bro, you're a simp. You're a simp, you're a simp, you're a simp, you're a simp. No, you've never been a pimp, you're a simp. You're a simp, you're a simp.
The internet. This revolutionary invisible network of billions of computers and other electronic devices that change our lives forever by giving mankind the most incredible gift of them all. No, it's not an easy way to access all sorts of information that otherwise would require a ton of effort to obtain. And no, it's not the ability to communicate with each other regardless of where we are on this planet. None of these things can match the true gift the internet gave us. Memes. And this raccoon stealing fruit from this cat. Oh, come on, just look at this, it's fucking adorable. At least the raccoon doesn't plan your demise every time you try to pet it. The worst it can do is steal your garbage. Memes are everywhere these days, and people always try to create new ones, even if that means forcing the elements that compose it without trying to understand them priorly. And we all know that when a meme is out, nobody can stop it. As much joy and laughter they bring, sometimes they can really distort the view of people regarding certain things and push forward preconceptions and a forced image of one or even more elements that compose it, that in turn get out of proportion and propagate even further to other people. In our case, we have Baam, the protagonist of the newly acclaimed anime adaptation of the popular webtoon Tower of God, who became a meme in the eyes of lots of people from the anime community. And the question we'll try to answer today: is Baam truly a simp? Hello and welcome to class. Today we're going to talk about how memeing a certain thing too much can result in a completely distorted interpretation of a person or situation, and to answer the question that was on everybody's mind since they first saw Tower of God. Is Baam truly a simp? No, he's not. Why the fuck would you think that? Do you even know what a simp is? It's not even close. Oh my god, wake up people. I swear to god, I have never seen people be more Sorry about that. Let's get back to business. For me to explain why Baam is not a simp, I need you to first understand how memes are created and what a simp is. Before that, I would like to take the opportunity and remind you that if you like my classes and you want to see more, sooner and better, you should subscribe to the channel. I try my best to bring you guys content as fast as I can, and that self-gratification that comes in the form of my subscriber count is really helping me push forward. So yeah, we must first establish the relationship that the anime community has with memes. Our community is akin to memes. It's part of our identity and our way of life. Why, you may ask? Well, one of the reasons is that anime, as a medium, is very, very memeable. I mean, do I need to say more? Animated stories with an unique art style, over-the-top characters and crazy world building, made by one of the weirdest countries in the world. Anime and memes are made for each other. You can even say that anime itself became some sort of meme in the recent years. Memes are part of the main reason anime is so popular nowadays. You see, in the early 2000s, anime was seen by many people as that weird thing that is watched by creepy kids and unemployed adults with strange fetishes. And the weebs of that time were pretty ostracized and mocked online. However, with the explosion of the meme culture, and because a lot of memes tied so closely with the anime culture, people started to associate the two in a way that shifted the perception of anime from being some cringy Japanese cartoons watched by weirdos to some sort of glorified meme generator. That safety net brought by memes stopped the general misconceptions of anime and is one of the reasons a lot of people started watching it. The point is that the anime community is so much into memes that a lot of the time they will shift and distort the meaning behind a character just so that it could fit into a pre-established meme or it can create another, which is fun, don't get me wrong. I saw some great anime memes out there born from this kind of associations, but when people force it so much that the whole perception of the show changes, it can be a bit too much. I get it, Baam's a simp. How funny you are. Now, can you stop projecting your thirst for Pokimane sub-only chat and move on? Thank you.
He's not just like super generous, he doesn't just like come by and donate. This guy is actually like such a big part of my community.
People tried so hard to associate Baam with a simp just because it's a trending meme and because at first glance he might seem to have a lot of similarities with what is considered to be one, that now the perception of some people in the community is that Baam is a simp. And that wouldn't necessarily be a problem, but I have even seen people criticizing the show for it or not even giving it a chance because they don't like the simp-like protagonist. And trust me, I know, Baam might not be the most interesting protagonist yet, but the anime doesn't deserve the hate because of a stupid meme. And this gets us to the second point. What is a simp? A simp is a man that puts himself in a submissive position under a woman in hopes of winning them over, without the female bringing anything to the table. From this definition, we can deduce that you need two things in order to be a simp. 1. You need to put yourself in a submissive position under a woman, and 2. You need an ulterior motive. Simps don't just simp for the fun of it. No, they want something in return from the girl they are simping. They either hope for sexual favors, or they're in love and wish that by worshipping a woman she would return their feelings. Which, we all know, will never happen.
First thing I do when I wake up, I check her Instagram and her Twitter to make sure I haven't missed anything she's posted. Sometimes she tweets the funniest things. And then of course, I have to react to her Instagram story. Hard eyes, of course. Sometimes she responds back. She responded back to me. She said, "Shut up."
So, knowing all of this, ask yourself, is Baam truly a simp? Let's see. Is he in a submissive position? He is indeed pretty immature and naive. But that is to be expected given the fact that he lived the majority of his life in some sort of cave under the ground. He doesn't know almost anything about the world he lives in and about the nature of human beings. Rachel was the only human presence in his life, and she taught him everything he knows. She represents everything to him because it's the only human connection he had, so it's natural for him to want to be with her. She's more like a mother figure for Baam. And even so, I wouldn't say that Baam is submissive. We can see it very clearly in the first episode of the anime that he is not too keen on the idea of Rachel going into the tower. He is chasing her and tries to do everything he can to help her. True, but what he is truly wishing for is not to climb the tower with her, but to return home with her. And he is pretty self-aware of the situation he's in, as seen in episode 6, when after the crown game, he is questioning Rachel's motivation for climbing up the tower to see the stars and asks for a reason why did she abandon him.
ラヘルせめて教えてほしい僕がそばにいちゃいけないわけ君がそこまで星を見たいわけ
Did you see it? At least tell me why. This is a boy who has lost everything. From the moment that Rachel found him in that cave, she became everything to him. And now he is forced to sit there and accept the fact that she wants to leave him behind and climb some sort of stupid tower without giving any kind of explanation. Fuck that, I would be in the same position as him.
ごめんね。私は塔を登るの。
He's listening to her and does whatever she wants, not because he's simping her. No, he's listening to her because he sees her as a mother figure and instinctively thinks that what Rachel says is the right thing for him to do. He has no ulterior reasons. It is even mentioned in the anime, in the second episode, when Kun asked Baam if Rachel is his girlfriend.
ラヘル？僕が会いたい人？恋人か？違う。僕は彼女のものだから。はあ？だから、塔を登らなきゃ。そのためには。
No, I belong to her. This makes it clear that Baam is not in love with Rachel and does not see her as a potential partner. I don't even think that Baam knows what love is at this point. And yeah, I kinda agree with the fact that the anime, especially the first episode, does somehow leave the impression that the two of them are lovers. But it makes it clear in the next one that neither of them has that sort of feeling. So, tell me, how is Baam a simp? He's not completely submissive to Rachel, and even if he would be, he has no ulterior reasons, no sexual desire for her. He is just a child that is afraid of being left alone, and this is why he is going after her, the person that taught him everything and was always by his side. He's not some weird dude that stalks her OnlyFans page and pours lots of points into her bank account so that she could buy more apples.
I have a pen, I have an apple, apple pen.
I know that memes are supposed to be a fun thing, and they do not necessarily have to be accurate. They are just meant to bring out a chuckle and let you move on with your degenerate life. But the Baam situation is pretty much out of control at this point, because a lot of people started to take a meme as fact, which is both stupid and worrying. And it's funny because Tower Simp has so many more characters that are a lot more like a simp other than Baam. We all know that the real simp here is none other than Kun. I mean, come on! Come on! We all know that if Baam was a streamer, this guy would be the first person to request mod. And he's not the only one. Baam is the most simp character in the fucking show. Don't you get it? You've been fooled all along. Baam is the thought here, he's not the simp. And at the same time, let's not be hypocrites and admit the fact that we are all simping for Rack. Yeah, don't hide it. I know that you wish to be called a turtle.
観念しろ黒い亀青い亀このクソ亀どもどこにいる亀ども見つけたぞ亀ども
Thank you for choosing to be part of this class. It means a lot to me. If you wish to simp me, the easiest way for you is to subscribe to the channel, turn the notifications on, and follow me on Twitter. Blah 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 blah, you know the drill. In all seriousness now, thank you. I'm still new to YouTube and it's a slow start. A very slow start. But I want to thank everyone that watched my videos, subscribed or commented on the channel. I appreciate it and I promise you that I will work harder to bring more videos out to you in the future. See you next time.
SIMP squirrels in my pants. How can I qualify for government grants? SIMP squirrels in my pants.
Hypnotize me, put me in a trance.
SIMP squirrels in my pants. Got an in Florence, living in France. She can't see the